Welcome back, disc golf fans, to the 2024 College Disc Golf National Championships presented by End of a Champion Discs. This PDGA major coming to you from Rock Hill, South Carolina. We are at the Westminster West Course once again. Ace Run Productions bringing you this coverage here for the PDGA. Back in the booth, it's Felix.
And Dylan.
Dylan, we saw a bit of a tight battle here between these two states colleges that we have. We have Emporia State and we have Liberty University battling it out. Just a one-stroke separation so far as we see here. Front nine results.
Yeah, that's right. No real mistakes by anybody just yet, but that was minimized from doubles, but also no real pulling away either. Nothing too crazy going on just yet. Hole 10, par 3, 251 feet. Coming straight down the right side of this road and finishing right. Maybe a little forehand. You could also push a backhand turnover over there, but that's a tough shot shape for this design. Really just a forehand, looking to get somewhere to the edge of the circle and make your putt.
Emporia State on the box first. This is a Chameleon Pure on the way for Atlanta. Krueger there gets pushed down on the right side. Wind definitely a factor here. This hole not as protected from the wind. Good shot there.
Yeah, both good angle out of the hand. Just not quite pushing far enough straight.
See the flag there indicating a right to left wind, which is going to make it harder for the disc to hold the anhyzer without it getting smushed down or pushed back over the other way if you expose the flight plate with a too high of a shot like that.
Yeah, I threw two nose up.
I like the forehand play like you mentioned during the whole preview.
Yeah, I'm glad someone finally did it. Oh, good rollout.
Oh. Hey, that's a look.
Yeah, they went with this one. If you haven't been to this course, there is a wall of trees behind that on that left side of the green that you can't get through.
Yeah. Little zone flick approach there. There you see hole 18 in the background. That one didn't quite have the commitment to the angle and floats back left early.
Tough look. A tree on the right hand side for a righty is no fun.
Ooh. Hit the pole there.
Yep, just needed a little more height. Cleaning up some more pars here.
We saw a lot of pars on the front nine by both teams. Liberty maybe had a couple of opportunities to pull away, I should say, from Emporia, but still just a one-stroke separation so far through the first 10. Hole 11, though, can cause some stroke separation here. This par 4, 444 feet. Initial tee shot here is just something you want to get out. If you can cut about 250 to 280, maybe 300 feet off of your drive here, it's really going to shorten this second shot, which requires a little bit more accuracy as you're going through a little bit of a gauntlet of trees here that kind of defines your line straight through. Forehands, backhands, different ways to attack it, but step one is you have to be in the middle of the fairway off of your tee shot.
Common theme here seems to be late gap hits as opposed to initial off the tee gap hits.
That one a very friendly kickback.
I like the idea of pushing out to the right side. There are soccer fields out there that can open up your approach.
Atlanta kind of...
Wow, great shot.
Fighting back with that defender. She kind of didn't want any part of the actual fairway until the end of it.
Hey, if the pros do it, why can't she?
Yeah.
Got knocked down by that branch, but it's still in a good spot in the middle.
Right side, proving to be tough to get through there.
Come on.
Hitting the gap.
That's fine.
It might just be a little too windy today for that heat. Went for the turnover approach.
Yeah, it's funny too, because during the week, we had some light wind, but during the practice days that these teams had out here, there really wasn't this much wind to speak of, so it kind of throws a lot of your strategy out of the window when you're having to face this during actual game day situations.
Yeah, it could really switch up your entire bag depending on how windy it is.
They've got a tight gap to hit. Both ladies have hit it, but unfortunately the secondary gap there.
I thought Maya's was going to get around first, but caught the last tree.
Maggie with that zone forehand gets a little bit of an unfortunate tree kick out and away, but still keeps her inside of 20.
Run it. The two best words of disc golf had to have been said before that shot.
That's a little short. It's hard to tell from this camera angle, but they're still going to have about 30 feet left.
Yeah, as you can see, that branch that Atlanta hit on her backstroke was definitely in their way. It kept them from straddling out as far as they wanted to for an open look.
Oh, goodness. Good bit centered. But you see they're right at about circle's edge. And that one gets pushed right out of the hand as well. Liberty for the par. Good putt.
Staying clean.
Saw Maggie hit some really clean putts during the front nine. She's continuing that in the back nine here, and that's going to be a bogey for Emporia State to drop them 2 strokes back.
Hole 12, par 3, 269 feet. You can take the very wide hyzer that the drone is not playing if you want to try and get a safe par, or you can go up the gut and try and avoid this last horizontal hanging branch and slide under it for the birdie. It's really tough. That branch is tough on an ace run because it's about band high and you're not going to get past it if you want to go in. Driven low and straight. Maybe some slide. About circle's edge. Gonna have to contend with that branch on the putt.
I feel like she clipped the base of that tree as she was sliding, although she might have got another 10 feet. That one clipped some high branches as well. Similar spot to her partner.
Yeah.
Just about pin high. It was a good shot. Maya was trying to take the little bit of a hyzer gap on the right side there.
Long putt coming up. Is this the layup or is this the run?
She's been putting it well. I would let her take the run here.
Oh yeah.
And she does. She's close. Now you get 2 runs for the price of 1. What you don't want to do is leave it short here, because your partner is parked. And she didn't. She gave it the height and the zip. Just left it a little far right.
Yes, Maya.
In for the birdie.
Trading strokes here on the back nine.
Getting that stroke that they lost earlier on back. Making it a 1-stroke separation once again. Hole 13. This fun one, 243 feet, par 3. Downhill off the tee, moving slightly from right to left. This main gap that the drone is flying here. It's primarily what you're going to see all these players attacking. There's a little bit of an inside line here at the end that can bring you to the pin. But you really want to just throw some kind of flat like gravity, naturally bring your disc back on over, let that low speed fade kick in and bring you towards the pin for a look at the birdie.
Yeah, and if you get a little too timid from that middle fairway tree, you can even throw a subtle flex. But no problem going just hyzer here.
One clip down that was going to be in some more trouble there, but hits a late tree to bring it back towards the edge of the actual rough.
I knew I was gonna pull that disc right.
Oh no, that's gone forever. Or until she finds it. But either way.
Pressure's on the doubles partner.
Forehand.
Oh,
No way. No way.
got all the way down there.
That worked. That was fun to watch.
Yeah, definitely was not expecting to see a forehand on this hole.
Ooh. Speaking of forehands, almost throwing it in there with the forehand for Maya.
Yeah, a little half bid. Usually you see that on the second shot. I think you can tell she missed through that just a little bit.
Yeah. She's going with the hyzer line around. Oh my goodness.
That had some zip. That was really clean out of the hand.
She's got some pop on her putts. That one a little higher there. Both of these ladies.
You can tell they wanted to try and take advantage of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Maya knocking it home for the par. Like they're going to be a par for Liberty as well here.
No damage done. You're not mad at a par on this hole. Really mad at par at any holes on this course. Hole 14, par 4, 420 feet. Up this open field, uphill, with just a wall of trees. You can pick any of the gaps you want, but ideally this is the one. After that, you'll have a little clearing where you'll choose either a backhand hyzer or a forehand hyzer, or hopefully of one of those two approaches, up to this, again, protected green. They really aren't doing us any favors.
Another low-hanging branch too there, and a thick one right by the basket.
All just a bunch of little things to get in your head all through all aspects of the course.
This one will be just fine. She wants it to go left.
Oh,
I was trying to.
ghost branch. I didn't even see that one.
Ooh, I love the height on this.
Do some skip.
Nicely
Yeah.
done.
That's prime. Pushed through the trees into an opening.
Oh, that one. Whoa! That disc did a lot of things in the air that I wasn't expecting.
Ultimately did just about find a way. It's that backhand hyzer approach. Get some skip and come in.
Yeah, just outside the circle there. And that one gets bunted back over to the left.
Yeah, that one looked like it had the power to get to the basket.
Julia with her zone.
Oh, I did the thing.
She did the thing.
The pan over. Okay. Just get it to the basket, please.
There's no worse feeling in the world than letting your doubles partner down on an
Yeah.
easy shot.
But
No harm, no foul. Inside
Doubles
the circle, looks like.
doubles partner comes through. Atlanta with a long look here from circle 2. A little early left.
See if this blue pure can find the chains again. Committed. Had the distance.
Oh. It's tough to tell from that angle, but that branch is head high. So it plays with your line of sight. And it just makes you think that you have to putt a little bit lower than you actually do. There isn't quite enough room there to clear on this putt. And that's usually the result you're going to see.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how many times you tell yourself, I'm not going to hit this branch.
Yeah.
Your body will always find a way to avoid it.
All right, we're in the home stretch here, hole 15, 201 foot par 3. A little bit of an elevated bump there that you want to kind of get around, followed by yet another low-hanging limb to kind of set your ceiling for you. This is relatively just a straight shot. Speed control going to be a must here, as this is a little bit of a fast green. As you can see, not a lot of grass to stop, and you can easily skip back and leave yourself a 25-30 footer on this hole if you're not careful.
Really got to be strict with your nose angle here to avoid that initial mound and the low-hanging branch.
Yeah, it shrinks your window. That's a beautiful height and a fantastic result.
That's exactly what you want. Hover perfectly down the slope to the basket.
Suspect in hand here for Atlanta. Gets over the branch, sets her own ceiling. About pin high, but I'm pretty sure they'll be taking Maya's drive. That is clean.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we got away from that lush grass. See a little more slide around the green now.
Mm-hmm. That one nosed up again there for Maggie finishing out, but thinking we're going to see our first star frame here.
Yeah. 2 great shots.
Couple of flips of the disc.
Keeping the hot hand on the putting green. Sacrificing the solo birdie
There it is.
for the partner to get the putt in. That's one of those strategies in doubles. Do you keep with the hot hand or do you want to try someone else?
Yeah, you don't want your partner's putt to go cold either.
Yeah, it's even harder in the men's when you can go 4 holes without putting.
Yeah.
Hole 16, 312 foot par 3. You have to go down this middle gap. There's a mandatory left on the right side to keep from that big hyzer play. Some speed control is necessary here. Some out of bounds left and deep. But a simple mid-range shot, maybe some fairway drivers should do the trick here.
Couple different gaps to pick from in this middle area here. This looks... Oh, I thought you was past it.
And downhill, sloping ground throws your depth perception off when you can't see where something is planted in. So around it.
Can she get around it? Oh, almost. About the same area as her partner.
Maybe long jump putts coming up.
Oh, and she clips the last one on the right.
That was about to be home free.
Opting for the forehand is Maggie. You're going to challenge that left side OB. Oh, that's flipped. Oh! And what a generous kickback into the fairway.
It was always off the tree bank side.
What a gutsy strategy by Liberty.
Ah, just how they drew it up.
Goodness. Thinking outside the box. I love it.
Yeah, that's the easiest way for speed control. Just throw it
Yeah.
in the ground.
Exactly.
Testing the wind.
See a little bit of a tailwind there.
More of a throw.
Yep. Those pures, once again, and those are soft pures that she's throwing, so they do help to definitely grab the ground and kind of stay put. Ooh. Good bid there. Julia. Same line.
Looked like both of those could have had a chance to go in on any given day. Oh, man.
Don't pick it up. Okay. He's going to fight the urge. Good cleanup there.
Nice.
Saving the par for Emporia State.
Those little 15-footers get real tricky when the pressure's on.
Mm-hmm. That's where tournaments are lost. It's 15 to 25 feet.
Oh, yeah.
All right, hole 17, a fun 185-foot par 3 with a lot of danger tight little tee shot here as you see the drone slowly approaching. There is water here on the left and right. This, I believe, places out of bounds. Then you're kind of going to snake your way around out into the clearing here. Hard to make your disc do all these tight moves in such a small amount of space, and again, only at 185 feet. Not giving the disc a lot of time or distance to be able to do what it needs to do to get back out there.
Yeah, those gaps not being even with each other. There's one tree in front and one tree back right of it. Makes for really hard shot shaping.
Yeah, and to even get there, you get to go on this cool suspension bridge, which is very bouncy.
I think we all struggled on that a little bit. Some weak legs for the shot coming up.
Yeah.
Get through.
One is, looks like it's going to be in the water there. That Chameleon Pure.
Ah, that disc is so pretty.
No, that was a horrible kick. What the hell?
She got a bad kick, but it kept her safe. She is dry. Julia,
Man.
that's
Water.
the plop of the water.
Good.
Now we're getting the same kick that Atlanta got.
No one getting off this tee clean. And after watching this, I decided I need to get one.
Yeah, for real. Lining up an Anheuser forehand. Didn't quite get past the last corner cleanly.
Yeah, they're just a hair too pinched off to really get it over there and still get it to flatten out.
Well, their forehand roller would have worked. I feel like it would have given them a shot. This one, nicely thrown. Or just do that.
Yeah. They're a little bit more towards the middle.
Yeah.
And held that left side a little bit better.
Options.
Not quite options, but get out there.
Yep,
Put
good
some
bid.
right behind the pin. Let's Atlanta give it a bid if she'd like here. This is for the par. 2 inches.
Yeah, she said cage a few times now.
Julia for the par. Oh no, that's a missed opportunity. You never want to take a bogey on a 185-foot hole.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how tricky a fairway is. A 4 when the distance is under 200 never feels good.
Yeah. And both teams, unfortunately, taking the dreaded bogey here as we head to the final hole.
Some unhappy tap-ins.
Innova is proud to be a founding partner of the College Disc Golf National Championship. In 2007, Pete May had a vision to create a national collegiate competition, and he brought 7 teams to Augusta, Georgia for the first ever championship. From day one, Innova has supported the collegiate's focus on amateur competition, team play, and the magic of school spirit and camaraderie.
Meeting Pete May is something you don't forget. That guy is a character for sure. Hole 18, 620-foot par 5. Just a distance competition off the tee here. One little gap to get through, but once you do, you're home free. As long as you stay inside the rocks, it's a hazard area if you're outside of the rocks. And the OB road way left. Coming up to the island green, smaller than the circle. And with the basket not being in the middle, you definitely want to land on the right side.
Yeah, very uniquely shaped island, to say the least.
Yeah. I mean, even 17 at USDGC has more room than that on some
by
spots.
a lot. Maya getting that one out into the open. Definitely some wind out there as well.
Fight back. Yeah, and it does. Stays away from that hazard.
Julia needs some turn on that. And looks like she is safe.
Sounded like she was happy with it. some turn.
That's not going to be safe. Yeah, that has found the hazard. So they'll be taking Julia's drive there.
Even if they had chosen to play that one, it's not OB rule, so you would play that where it lies with just a stroke penalty.
Yeah.
Ooh, watch that mini.
That one right in the middle.
Yep, that was a good approach. Looks like it might be leaking left again.
It is, and that is hazard once again. Maya keeping it clean. Left side of the fairway, in bounds.
Prime position to go for the green from there.
Atlanta pushing this one.
I think she was trying to go for it.
That's not quite going to do it. That's going to find the hazard in between.
Yeah, the uphill kind of got her there. Nose up, didn't quite get the turn.
Oh, the rock stopped her.
What? That looked like it was so much farther. I thought it was almost going to be parked.
Maybe a little further uphill than they calculated for. But after seeing that, Atlanta now can make the proper calculations.
Wants it to get left.
It's doing so, and that's beautifully done inside the bullseye.
Yeah, that's where I thought my eyes was going to end up.
Yeah.
Playing it smart with the rangefinder.
180 left from where they are uphill.
Yeah, probably playing about 200 or so.
That needs to hurry and squeaks
safe.
in.
On the line, it looks like.
Wow. Standstill looking like here.
No run-up necessary.
Oh, that's getting pushed right, though.
Finishes.
Squeaks in. They're going to have that left for their
Certainly
birdie.
a tester.
Gets a 3 down. Got it. Strong finish there for Liberty University, bringing them to 3 under par on the day.
Really strong putt there, considering our partner picked up the other live without confirming first.
Yes.
And then just a tap-in birdie for the star frame to finish.
Nicely done.
Great note to end it on.
Let's take a look at the scores here. Neg 3, Neg 2, just 1 stroke separating these two teams here. Heading into round 2 as we will switch venues yet again for that one. You see the overall standings. Clemson, -3.
Yeah, look at them. We'll have them on our card tomorrow at Camp Canaan.
Yeah. Make sure to come on back and join us for that one as well as the rest of this week for the 2024 College National Disc Golf Championships.